Yo, this is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest, and nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another live stream. So, before I start this Calvin Austin debate, bear with me. This was unexpected. Got a phone call. This was kind of something I didn't see coming. It was just, it kind of just hit me pretty hard. I don't know. There's a time and place that maybe it shouldn't be put out there, but there's just a lot going on. A lot going on in my life that's kind of been hitting me pretty hard. But finding out this is what's going on, we just need to put some prayers for my brother. Not my brother, my cousin. My cousin. In a way, he was kind of like a brother to me because we grew up together. We went biking together, all kinds of good stuff. He was looking out to me like a brother would, but he was a cousin of mine. He would always take care of me. And whatever's going on with the situation, man, it was an unfortunate freak accident that I guess for whatever reason, he got hit and his head landed on the concrete and cracked open his skull. Dude, that's kind of like very... It's kind of like weird what's going on. And then he's in a coma, dude. It's like, and then I'm told that he has maybe 1% chance of fucking living. It's kind of ridiculous what's going on. But, I can't let these down times get the best out of me. But what I can really hope for is just you guys give me some prayers. I don't expect you guys to feel sympathy and feel sorry for me. But it's kind of been one of those days, man. I don't know. Like around every other year, I would think everything's promising until some freaking tragedy hits me again, and it just doesn't look good. Every damn year. Every freaking damn year. I've always had to look forward to maybe some positive, maybe no tragedy shit going on. But it's always got to happen once again. Another freaking tragedy. It strikes again. It just has to happen with some people I've been close to. It just doesn't make sense. But I don't know what to do. And the fact that you guys are not even in attendance to show support, I don't know. I don't even know if I still want to do this shit no more because none of you guys come to support me even through a tough time. The fact I can't even get 20 fucking people to watch, do that. What is this? What am I here for? It's because I like doing what I do, but man, this is just sad. I can't even get that much amount of audience like that, like I used to. But the fact that you guys just don't even bother, it's kind of like pathetic. But I don't know. I'll get to the day and see what happens. But, it's not one of those days for me to look forward to for today. But I'm going to still do what I do. Because it's part of what's best. What my cousin would tell me. My cousin would always tell me to keep going. The show goes on. It's like we can hope for the best. But a lot of shit's been hitting me pretty hard. And this phone call, man, kind of just caught me off by surprise. Usually my cousin does stuff like this, but he doesn't get like seriously in that condition like problem. But man, freak accidents happen, man. And it's just sad. I don't know what to say. But the fact I can't even get 10 or more people to watch to see what I'm going through, man. See, you guys like to watch those other content creators who probably don't even do as much hard work as me. But yet you want to go on their channel because they fucking don't do shit. But I'm the one that gives you the hard work. I'm the one that gives you consistently. But I'm not the one that's appreciated out there. But I'm putting every bit of my effort and hard work just for you guys to go watch and see what I do. But it just doesn't seem good enough for you guys. The fact I'm going through some shit, you guys be surprised that the stuff I go through, it's not as easy as you guys think it is. But the fact is, man, it is what it is. It's kind of disappointing I can't even get none of you guys to even show attendance and show support. But I'm going to do what you guys want to do. I want to just go with the Calvin Austin topic, and then I want to start the stream, man. I'm fucking disappointed with you guys. You guys didn't have the fucking choice to even check what I had to say. But we'll go on with the show then. Fuck it. Yo, what's up, guys? I'll try the best I can. For today, we're going to do the Calvin Austin debate. We'll do the Calvin Austin. I'm going to do, I just bought this today. It was on the damn shelf at Walgreens, by the way. Went down my local Walgreens and found that shit. So, let's get on it. But if you guys want to leave a super chat, it's up to you guys, man. I'm going through some shit, so I'm gonna look at a couple of stuff right here. All right, so a couple of mock drafts. We got maybe 2 rounds or some shit like that. But looking at these mock drafts, they link us to a guard from Arizona State, Donovan West. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? This is where they had us in the mock draft. So all that just for a guard or whatever? All that? Shit. I guess we do need all the help we can get, but usually it's inaccurate at times. Well, let's get on to the topic of Calvin Austin. A request of a membership of mine, which Niner by Nature was the one that requested it, so I'm going to be gladly to give him his requests. Because he matters. A lot of you guys don't know, but a lot of you guys that pick your requests, I'm gladly going to do that. Because it's something that I appreciate every one of you guys. Even guys who are not memberships, I would do the best I can to give you guys better quality or give you guys your requests of what you guys want. But we got this draft magazine. I'm looking at towards where Calvin Austin will be, and we'll check it out. We got to get more than that, man. Shit, man. All right, so Calvin Austin. So they listed him at 5'6", or what is it? No, it's 5'6", 160. Damn. So maybe they might have got it wrong, but okay. Let's get on to the point of what they say about this guy. One of the fastest players in the class, a 9-time track state champion in high school, earned an all AAC honors in both track and football, was a marginal producer in his first 3 years with the football team, but finally stepped into a more viable role in 2020. His resume as a returner isn't as illustrious as other prospects, but his traits suggest that he will succeed in that role immediately as a pro. So that means he can definitely be a kick returner right off the bat. So he'll definitely be qualified if you get this guy. If you draft this guy, you're going to get him as a kick returner for sure. So legitimate track speed in the open field, twitchy lower half allows him to make instant adjustments, won't back down against bigger opponents. Acceleration is phenomenal. Value and experience as a returner should help him lock a roster spot. Comfortable tracking, adjusting to pass coming in over his shoulder. Good hand-eye coordination. Able to scoop tough passes away from the turf. Hands are consistent when uncontested. One of the smallest receivers in the last decade, and the size gap going up to the NFL is going to hurt. Looks like a high schooler. Size will make him a non-factor as a blocker. Toughness after the catch doesn't translate into success. Strictly a slot receiver at the NFL level. So that means the only downside of his weakness is size. They look at his size as a weakness. But if he can play football, then that's all we can give a shit about. So the NFL comparisons of him is they compare him to Jakeem Grant from the Bears. There aren't many receivers in this weight class. And Grant initially locked in that his roster spot due to his excellent ability as a returner, but has carved out a niche role as a rotational target. Austin's path to success will be a slow one, but his rare speed should help him stick around. So that means despite his size, he should be able to offer some good return ability. He should definitely add some good return ability because of his speed and the way he return kicks. And he should be able to get more opportunities as a guy who can catch deep passes. You can do some open spaces. The return game, it changes up the game a little bit. It changes up the momentum. You get a lot of this stuff. He's definitely a guy you can definitely have as a game changer if you needed him to play some gadget plays. Like he's a much faster version of Richie James. He's more of a guy that can return the kicks. He can be electrified. I mean, he does change field position because of his speed. You know, the 4.3 speed or the way he runs bro. Like he's a track star, so he definitely gives you the way you look at it. But is he the kind of guy that I want on the team? Realistically, I don't like small receivers. I just don't. I don't give a shit if you're the fastest motherfucker on the planet, bro. If you can't stay healthy and you're gonna get fucking hit, I don't give a shit, bro. You got to be tough. You got to be able to make up for that size. If you at least can make up for the size, then okay, I'm cool with it. But man, dude, it's just that a lot of these small players, bro, it's hard to like consider these guys. I mean, yeah, it's good to have a blue chip on your shoulder because you're a small player, but man, a lot of these small players, bro, they get hurt a lot. It just takes one big hit and they are injured. But as long as you have that speed to change the game a little bit, then that's what should all matter. Because you look at the position, it's all about the speed of the game. But does Calvin Austin translate the NFL speed level? Maybe as a return man. Because as a return man, he could definitely change the game. So when I look at the way he plays the game, you look at his speed, you look at the way he plays. There's just nothing special about him. Just a speed level. Like all he has is that speed element. You know, that speed element you can't teach. The speed element is something that when he has that open space, you ain't gonna catch that guy. That guy's gonna score instantly with that open space play, bro. That's all it is. You could throw in some deep passes. Maybe he might win some uncontested catches. But he's not your typical guy that you could just put in the lineup, bro. He's more like a guy that you might want to use as a gadget, if anything else. What's up, Roberto? What's up? But yeah, he's not your typical guy. You know, he's gonna be the guy that's gonna put the top on your defense. He's just a little bit more. He's just a little undersized. I mean, I don't know. What's up, man? I don't know, man. I'm disappointed with the audience, bro. You guys need to show up. Yeah, you guys got to start showing up consistently, man. I feel like Grant's doing more. I get that he gets more followers, but damn, a lot of you guys I get that part. But man, I guess he must be having too long of a damn stream. But looking at it this way, I don't really think he would be a fit. I got to speak truthfully, man. I just don't like small receivers for whatever reason. I just don't. But if he can return the kicks, why not? It's just I'm not a guy that's going to use him unless you can utilize him as that speedster guy and then get him in the red zone or get him in big plays to the big territory, then I'm up for it. But as far as him as a guy that I want to have on the team, he's not the kind of guy I want. I mean, dude, you're undersized. You're a bit of a guy that can get injured at any moment. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. The viewers are just lower. I don't get it. Like, dude, there's other content creators, but they just don't have the time. You got a lot of those other people. I mean, dude, I haven't really hit much viewers lately, bro. My shit's been low, all-time low. Dude, but I mean, I don't know. Hasn't been the best weeks going forward, but we'll wait and see what happens. That's what I'm concerned about, man. Nobody's putting the word out there. They're just putting their time. You see a lot of Grant's viewers. I get that part because he's a big name. But then you got other YouTubers that probably not in the same category as me, but they're getting more viewers. But there's a difference. Maybe because they got a lot of good loyal followers, and I'm just like very little compared to everybody else. I can't even get that. Yeah, I want a big wide receiver for sure. It's more like a big wideout that you can definitely I like big guys because at least with big receivers, I know they're not the fastest, but they are somebody who can catch the deep passes or be good in the red zone. They're just not the kind of like team that you could look at and say, that's the guy I want. I mean, dude, I'm just like those big slot receivers, you know. I like me a guy like a Juwan Jennings, somebody who can just catch the tough passes on a third down, do shit consistently, play this game right. Hey, yeah, you know, that's what I want in a receiver is a big slot wide receiver right now. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Nobody's coming over here to support me, man. I don't give a shit, man. Hey, hold on. Yep. Well, let's look at it this way. Yeah, there's just not enough people around my corner, man. They've been blackballing me for quite a while. It's like I can't even get half the viewers like Grant does or the other guys. But let's see, people need to show, yep, but they're not like really looking at it that way. Well, let's see. A big body wide receiver would be nice, but it depends on what kind of receiver we get. Well, maybe next year you probably won't see me around because these people can't even show enough support for me. All that work for nothing. I can't even get enough of that. That's what I look at. I look at the viewers, I look at the audience, and it's not even cutting it for me. The more it's less, the more I'm probably less interested in being here. But it is what it is. Let's see. What's up, Eddie? Seen you call me, Ben. I was just doing a stream right now. We definitely need a big body receiver when I look at it this way. Let's see. I don't think we're going to get a guy like Watson. I ain't going to get Watson. Watson's going to be hard to get. So maybe we might get a guy like, let's see. I'm trying to think of a guy that's realistically a guy we can definitely get. And when you look at this guy, maybe we might get somebody like a, what's his name? Get his damn name. But he's not a small receiver, but he's definitely somebody you could definitely get on the roster as a guy who can fill in at that role pretty solidly, Solid. Justin Ross, I thought he would have been pretty good, but nah, he's probably not the guy. They got this one kid from Baylor. This kid runs like a 4.2 speed. I think he's 6'2" or 6'3" receiver, but people overlook the 40 time. So I think that's a little overrated. I think I like the fact he's got track speed, but he's not the kind of guy we're probably going to get, bro, because they always overvalue speed. Speed is overvalued too much in today's NFL. So what's up? What's up with it, man? Let's look at it. Yep. Well, Calvin Austin can definitely be a guy. He might just be like a Tavon Austin, or maybe like a guy that the Rams drafted last year, that dude from Louisville. I forget his damn name. They drafted that kid and he was a little undersized. Yeah. It's not like he's the biggest deal out there, man. He's not even the biggest name. He's just only big name because of freaking what's his name? Freaking Grant helped him. A lot of that has to do with the fact that they always have favoritism. I mean, I'm probably like lucky to get maybe this amount of viewers, but dude, that's just not cutting it for me, man. Like all that for nothing. I put on better guests, I put on great quality, and I can't even get that. Dude, like I can even get freaking Julian Peterson, and I can't even get 1 or 2K views. That's disappointing. So getting a Mike Rump for nothing, and I only got 200 or 400 views, getting that amount, that's kind of disappointing. But you look at it this way, man. You look at it that way, I put the best I could, but sometimes a lot of it's not good enough in today's world. But if you guys want to look at some other prospects, I'll definitely give you guys other options to look at. Oh, this is the one guy I want, but I don't think we're going to get him. Alec Pierce from Cincinnati, I like. Treylon Burks is going to be gone. He's probably going to be a long shot, but I like that kid from Arkansas, but he's not going to be there. So we're going to look at cornerbacks and look at some guys that we might want to get, and they might be pretty good. Take my word for it. They might be pretty good for that role. Yeah, Marcus Jones, he could play nickel, so he'd definitely be a good option if we want to get him. And dude, there's just not enough. Yeah. Yep. Let's look at a couple of players we can definitely look into. Oh, my favorite guy. So my favorite guy Mm, there's a couple of good players you can get, but they're probably going to be gone before then. So you're going to get a guy like dude. So Marquise Hayes might be available when we get him, so he might not have to be a reach then. The one that's going to be hard to get is Linderbaum. Will be hard to get. Donovan West, he shouldn't be that hard to get unless he slides a little further. I don't think he'll be a big name. You look at defensive ends, there's a lot of good names out there, and there's definitely a lot of good players out there. But you look at different names out there. There's Majay Sanders, who is a system fit. So then you got Cameron Thomas. I don't know if he'll be there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he wanted. He wanted this guy. He wanted this Calvin Austin guy. Guess he didn't see the rest of what I said about him. Like, return skills is solid. I think he's okay. Not a big name, but he's definitely a guy who can like he can change field position with returning kicks, but I don't know much as a receiver. Like, he would be more like your Jakeem Grant or maybe your skinny version of Ted Ginn Jr., because Ted Ginn was a good return man, just not your typical game changer at times. There's some good players. Oh, Matthew Butler. You'd be surprised. He's projected to be 3rd or 4th round pick. So he's kind of a guy in the draft boards you can get later to replace DJ Jones. And then you look at guys that we can get later. Yeah. Return game is probably one of his best traits. Because looking at the Calvin Austin's return game, he does give you a change of field position with his speed and the way he returns the kicks. It's amazing. But the problem is, can he actually elevate more into the offense, which I think maybe at some point you can develop him. But a Niner by nature, what is his actual height and weight? Because I looked at the magazine, it said 5'6", 160. I'm like, what the hell? You got to give me some better trajectory of his size. But, dude, he's a small little dude. Yeah, Matthew Butler would be pretty solid to get. He would be a guy you can replace DJ Jones with or go a different direction. Oh, yeah, that Bonito guy is going to be raw, bro. That Robinson is pretty decent. We're looking at a couple of good players, dude. There's some good ones. There's some good cats coming into the draft this year. And I'll tell you what, there's some good ones out there. Cornerbacks, man. Let's think about cornerbacks. We're not going to get a Derek Stingley at all, so he ain't going to come to us. We ain't gonna get a Elam guy from Florida. We're not getting Sauce Gardner, so forget about it. Forget about it. We ain't getting no damn Andrew Bruce. Forget about it. We ain't getting this guy. Maybe a Roger McCreary. Kobe Bryant. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility we can get a Kobe Bryant. A Kobe Bryant is more of a possibility than the rest of the guys. Maybe we get a guy like Darian Kendricks. Maybe we get a guy like Trent McDuffie. Maybe we get one of those Alabama cornerbacks like a Jalen Armour Davis. Maybe one of those guys. Martin Anderson, that's a possibility. Tyreek Castro Field, that is a huge possibility because those are guys you can get right now. Let's see. You can get yourself a guy that's like a Mario Goodrich. You can get a Tyreek Woolen. A Tyreek Woolen, bro. A Tyreek Woolen. That guy is a 6'4" cornerback, runs the fastest 40 for a DB. He runs a 4.2 something. So that's pretty fast. Cameron Britt from Nebraska, that's solid. A Kyler Gordon, he should be maybe in our range. Michael Wright from Oregon, you can get. Let's see, Jalen Watson, he's got the length, but he's solid. Josh Jobe, you can get in the 3rd or 4th round. Yeah, if we can't get Kobe, then I hope we get Smoke Monday. Well, there's a good chance we'll get Kobe Bryant because it depends on what team. Because the cornerback class is pretty deep, so maybe he might be gone. So we'll see. So you look at a couple of good names out there, man. You got Marcus Jones, bro. This guy can easily move up draft boards right now. So that could be a guy. And then you got this small school stud. Like, you can get a Tyreek Woolen, and he's 6'4", dude. He's got blazing speed. Can you believe that? That guy has blazing speed. And then you got this Kaleem Barnes that just ran the fastest combine for this draft class. So he might be considered an option down the road. So maybe you get him as a guy in the late rounds and you get him to be your one of your special teamers and maybe be a starter down the stretch. So when you look at safeties, Lewis Klein, Verone, McKinley, Reed Blankenship, Smoke Monday is a third-round prospect from what I'm looking at. So he's a third-round prospect. So he runs a 4.53, which is correct because I think he ran like a 4.58 or something, but it kind of went down to his draft stock. Then you got a Quentin Lake who ran the slowest. Leo O'Neal I think he'll move up draft boards. There's a couple of players who will definitely move up draft boards without a doubt. There's going to be a lot of good ones. Then you got this kid, Brian Cook, who can move up draft boards easily because of the way he plays the game. Kirby Joseph, I think he would be a serviceable starter for any other team they want to put as a starter. You get guys like Brad Hawkins. You get guys like JT Woods. You get guys like Sterling Weatherwoods. You get a guy like, Yusuf Corker, Kentucky, Nolan Turner, Clemson. You get a bunch of these Percy Butlers, Elijah Hicks, Tyson Anderson from Toledo, whatever the hell his name is. Those are guys that's thrown out there. As far as kickers, I think we're good with Robbie Gould for another year, so I don't think we have no intentions for a kicker. Unless we are interested, but I don't see it, man. There's a kicker you can get in the 6th round, the other one from another round. So there's some good kickers. There's some decent kickers, but this guy from LSU is a good kicker. This Cade York. Maybe there's some relations to the York family, so you want to draft a York. That'd be kind of funny. So those are good draft boards right there. So those are guys you can check out. If you guys got any more questions, we can ask. Don't matter to me. I'm trying to look at a different kind of prospects, but there's not a lot. You'd definitely be a dangerous returner, man. Let's see what happens, man. I'll let this play out for a little bit, man. I'll give it some time, and I know it's going to probably kick in at some point. There's got to be more people who watch me more than those other guys, bro. Come on, there's got to be more people here. We need to get 20 likes. We need to get 20 more people. We need to get more people to share for once. If we can't get Kobe Bryant, Smoke Monday would only be a safety, so I don't think he would play corner, dude. That would be hard to get him if you wanted him to play corner, dude. So, nah. Maybe as a safety because you could definitely have him replace Jimmy Ward's spot. If Jimmy Ward – depends if we give him a new contract, so it really depends on it. Man, dude. In fact, it's very disappointing. Man, it hasn't been this bad for quite a while, but for this week, it's kind of been the lowest viewers I've had in quite some time. That's not a good thing, man. It's kind of bad for business if I can't even get that amount of viewers out here. As content creators, bro, we try to do as best we can, but man, there's just not enough. Maybe as soon as free agency starts kicking up, I'll start getting more viewers at some point, but man, I don't get it. It's going to be tough for me to even go through this, man. Well, quite a few are starting to add up more. We can get some questions about Calvin Austin, or we can debate about whatever kind of questions you guys want to know about. I was on Grant's stream earlier, so maybe there's some good debates about Grant, because I was talking with him a little bit. Like, we can talk about what would it take to trade Jimmy? I mean, the Jimmy Garoppolo trade value is gonna be good for us. Jimmy Garoppolo trade value, like, it's still a debate. It's still going to be talked about because he hasn't been considered out of the roster just yet. So there's nothing much for us to get in return. Yeah, we don't. Well, next year will probably be the end of my days, man. I can't even get what I can't get, man. Next year, I'm pretty much done. So I see more of the viewers add up, then what's the point? There's more. There's more out there. But I'm good as gone. Next year will probably be the last ride. Sometimes I might need to take a little break at the next year because I'm probably going to focus on other priorities. But this is pretty much what I'm putting my time for and all this shit for when I could actually be putting my fucking time with my wife instead of everybody else. Instead, I put time for you guys, and I can't even get 20 damn viewers here. But I don't know. There's going to be other plans during next year, so that's pretty much the only reason why I might take a little break. But we'll see. Probably by Friday or something, I can get more damn viewers, but it's kind of disappointing. I don't know. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just not in the feeling I'm not feeling the appreciation. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Like next year, there's probably going to be other plans, so it's pretty much like I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Year after year, it depends on how I evaluate stuff, but next year it could be a different direction for me because it could either be something I have to focus on, or maybe it's just like you said, maybe it's not the passion, or maybe it's just other things I got to do. But there's more better things that people do in life more than here, bro. I just do this because I like it, but I'm just not enjoying the ride like I used to. There's not enough people willing to put the time. I get it. A lot of you guys appreciate what I do, but at the end of the day, man, it's not cutting it for me. So I might have some thoughts, man. I might have some thoughts, but it's just not it's just got to be more in best interest for me, man. I mean, I've had some thoughts, I've thought about the direction that I want to go to, bro, but it's just not like it hasn't been a thought yet, It's kind of been 50-50 with me. But we have to take it step by step when one goes on, There's other priorities. There's other stuff in life that I had to deal with, but I'm still here. I'm still here. And the fact that I put the best I could, man, it's just not good enough. That's how I look at it. All the work I put in, all for nothing. I could have 1 million viewers in that time being, and it wouldn't mean a fucking thing. That's how people look at it. You got other content creators who probably put on less work and still get better results. I put in consistently, and I can't even compete with that. But I'm always thankful for all the people who support me from day one. But there's going to be a time and day that there's going to be life after me gone. So there's going to be other content creators who are just going to be maybe as better as me. But it's always going to remain as one of the better communities out there. So there's always going to be a better one. There just ain't going to be another me. But I'm still going to be here. So you guys don't have to deal with it, man. I'm not going nowhere. I'm just saying there's a lot of great content creators who are coming around. So they're going to be the ones taking viewers from here on out. So got to deal with it, man. I used to average about 10 to 15 people watching at one point. Now it's just kind of fallen off a little bit. But I can't complain about it because it's just whatever, man. Can't even get as much as the way, yeah. Yeah, sup. More primetime streaming equals more viewers I am at work myself. Yeah, dude. It's a tough one. Yeah, a lot of more primetime streaming. That's the problem. I can't compete with it. But a lot of stuff has been into a lot of shit, man. Hopefully you guys pray for me, but man, I don't know. I just don't feel like it, man. My cousin. Hopefully for the better, but man, I gotta live with this shit every fucking day, man. Excuse me, guys. I don't know. I just feel like this is just becoming one of the toughest days by far. I want to think positive, man, but it's a lot of fucking shit going on with me right now. So I might just I might just need to walk it off and get away for a little bit, and then maybe I'll come back another day. But all that matters is you guys been here from day one, and that's all that matters, man. There just ain't a lot of people who understand what I'm going through, man. Having to live with this shit every fucking day. Thinking that every damn day is looking promising, but it hasn't looked as promising for lately. Getting this phone call and then hearing this shit. Man. Living with the day that maybe there's a life after no cousin Chad, none of that, man. This guy was somebody I was very close to, and he's pretty much in a coma. There's a 1% chance he could either make it, but it's a pretty slim shot, and not even a damn thing I can do about it, man. There's nothing positive I can even live with this shit, man. First, my pops died, and a couple of years back, my brother died. And now this fucking shit. My grandpa, why is it this fucking world's got to take over my fucking family out of the fucking shit, man? Why does the fucking Lord want to take every damn fucking family of mine? For whatever reason. I don't understand. Don't understand, man. Damn it, man. All right. I'm about to cool off, man. I'm just not feeling it. Have a good day, guys.